Hey family, this is your girl Olivia, here to do a reading about what spiritual tool is gonna help you better on your spiritual journey, you know. And so we're going to do a pick a card reading, okay? You got 3 cards here. If you'd like to pick with crystals, let me go ahead and pick one for you. Pick a few. And I felt that one. This one. This one. And this one. Okay. So this one is your flower gate. This one is your this one is your Lodolite, aka Shamanic Dreamstone. And this one you got your Angelite. Okay. And so for pile number 1, you got smoke and prayers. Smoke and prayers. For pile number 2, you got Book of Knowledge. Okay. And for pile number 3, you got Runes. Perception. Okay. Boom. Alright, so just gonna give you a moment and let you intuitively pick which one is for you. You may be drawn to more than one card. If so, then you have more than one message today. Okay? Take notes. Just in case I didn't say, I went and paused to shuffle the cards to pick the cards for each pile. And so I'm gonna separate each reading into different chapters. So go down below to the chapter that you picked. Okay? Alright, hey pile number 1. What's up? What's up? You got the flower gate, right? Pick the flower gate with the smoke and prayers. Okay. Sorry, technical difficulties. Alright, the flower agate helps you blossom and reach your full potential. It's soft, feminine energy that invokes a passion to pursue your dreams and urge you to bring them to fruition. It's truly one of the prettiest agates we have ever seen. I agree. Okay. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. It's like pink and whitish. Alright. I had like the urge to like shuffle again. And that's kind of weird, but yeah. So first card is Ouija board, caution. And then you got tea leaves, foresight. Okay. And then you got I Ching, or change, which is great too, because I do have the I Ching Oracle deck, so that's perfect. And that was right at 5152 time I'm in. But yeah, here's your I Ching cards. You got 60. Oh, my bad. You got 22. This was reversed. And you got 47. Boom. Great. You got Ace of Ames. Got 9 of Wands. And you got 9 of Cups. Okay. I'm seeing some synchronicities already, okay? And then these cards are my herbal tarot cards. So it also provides, herbs you can use to help you in your situation. Got 8 of Wands with Sappho Frost. Hold on, let me just move these up here. And you got King of Wands in reverse. And you got Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right. Pile number 1. Okay. You got Smoke as your first one. So, first of all, be assured your prayers are being heard and being answered. But you still gotta have patience though. Don't we all? And so during this waiting to receive the results you're asking for, just allow for everything to unfold with divine timing. Let the divine do the work in the background and have faith and trust. Daily prayer will also help bring it more into fruition too. Okay, and considering you have the Ouija board too, normally they say like pick another card and you got 4. Skip it, you got 4. So you got the I change. I said I change. It probably means change, but I change. Come on, where you hiding? There you go. It may be difficult to embrace your new beginnings, but it's the only way to move forward. Change is key to bringing about new opportunities, and resisting change will block your new opportunities and hinder the flow of life. You may have to change yourself to make new to enter. But as you do, you'll find long dormant wisdom and knowledge emerging, creating one of the deepest transformations of all. You may also need to address those who could hold you back or bring you down. And you can do this in a loving way by setting some boundaries, okay? Boundaries are very important. All right, next card is Tea Leaves. Foresight. And again, the question is, what spiritual tools will help you further on your journey? Tea leaves brings you reminders of the old ways of soothsayers who in a time imbued with magic and mystery could capture a glimpse of the future and shapes that formed in one's cup. 'Tis the gypsy way. Now it's time for you to open your eyes and heart and explore your ancient bloodlines. Whether you have Romy blood or acknowledge the sacred work of your ancestors who will assist you from the spirit realm. Using foresight and inner knowing, you'll be able to read clearly the messages and shapes of what's to come. Okay, so you got psychic gifts, okay? They're saying to investigate your bloodline, look into your ancestors. Your bloodline may be in the Asian, Europe, European descent. Okay. Alright, and then you got Ouija board. Caution. Back away quietly from this situation. Even though offer may sound tempting, there's underlying issues that have yet to arise to the surface. So look deeper into the situation before you take action. The Ouija board is a very reliable tool if you know how to use it correctly and wisely. But if you're in unfamiliar territory, then leave what you do not understand alone. Your And then it says, put psychic protection in place each day by seeing yourself surrounded in a white light. Trust your intuition. That really works, y'all. I use I have a prayer that, I tell my spirit guides to put me in a bubble of light protecting me. It works. I feel love afterwards. So definitely do that and trust your intuition. You clearly have foresight, right? But maybe you're not aware of your foresight and how to use your psychic gifts. And so maybe you've been missing messages about a situation that does not serve you. Okay? Alright, and then we got the I Ching cards. You got 60, Chia, limitations, above water, below lake. The lake is defined by its limitations. It is contained and finite in its dimensions. The water above the lake is limitless, as rain may continue to fall long after the lake's boundaries have flooded over. Kindness depends on respecting the limitations of others and not presuming they can handle whatever one pours forth. Civilization depends on respecting the limits of priority and social mores. Proceed with care. Okay, so I think 60 was already going along with, yeah, that was just in your last card. I don't know why I felt like it was in your first card, but I'm like, no, I just read that. But about boundaries. Boundaries will it's gonna help you in future relationships. Okay, you got 22. And yeah, there's no reversals in the oracle cards, which is what I was thinking, but I was thinking of my herbal deck. But 22, Pi, Grace, above mountain, below fire. Fire from deep within the mountain bursts forth and shines light upon the darkness, but such a light only brightens the area that surrounds it. Most of the mountain remains dark. A state of grace is achieved when one sees the beauty in what is right before one's eyes, focused on what is light and good and not overwhelmingly dark beyond. So that one's talking about, that one is referring to, oh my bad, is referring to the prayers because the more you stay positive about it, have positive anticipation of it coming to fruition, it will come to fruition. Okay? And then you got 47, Hyun, exhaustion. Exhaustion. Above lake, below water, water abandons the lake. Spiritual exhaustion. Water has drained away from the lake, leaving it dry and barren. In human life, character is proven in times of diversity. When it seems like all joy has drained from life, maintain hope and good cheer under hard circumstances, because not doing so would bring exhaustion of the spirit. When fate is unkind, care must be taken to replenish when what has been used up. One must remain true to oneself. Okay? So, self care. Oh, this one was talking about boundaries too. This also mentioned boundaries. And so, setting boundaries is self care. So that's definitely very important in this reading. Boundaries and positivity. And I was also getting like, besides just self care, but taking time to rest and replenish oneself, that's very important for your psychic gifts. And so, if you're not replenishing the energy, you could be missing messages and not seeing that a certain situation is not serving you anymore. Okay, so that's very important. Mm, okay, and then you got nine of cups. This is the wish card. So it shows that one has the intuition that is accurate, and one only needs to think about what is desired and speak it to the universe for it to manifest. Again, staying in a positive mindset will make sure it gets manifested. And then I know y'all see this crystal ball here with the foresight, you know what I'm saying? You know, life is about to improve. By following what intuitively attracts one, success will be attained. Okay, develop develop your intuition and psychic gifts. It's gonna help you reach success in your journey. Okay? Okay, then you got nine of wands. Nine of wands. See, I'm talking to the spirit guide, fairy, looking dead at her. Talk to your spirit guides. They're guiding you. They're the ones sending you intuitive messages to help you in any situation. So talk to your spirit guides. This card is talking about someone being territorial or defensive about work and not believing that one has job security and thinks other people are trying to take credit for their work. Your past success has been noticed, generating competition and envy from others. But one is in a state of readiness with the inner determination to succeed and deal decisively with any opposition as a project comes near to completion. It may be necessary to make adjustments or plans to overcome some objections to complete a project. Again, trust your intuition, honey, because cause I was in the sense that like you have a feeling, right? You have a feeling that someone is trying to take credit for your work, and you're not going to get the credit that's owed to you, right? But that could just be your ego, you know. You can always confirm with yourself, right? Ask your spirit team, higher self, hey, someone trying to take my work? Then listen for the answer. I'm getting no. That you kind of just being paranoid. And if you set the proper boundaries, though, if you set the proper boundaries, you wouldn't have to worry about people taking your work, right? Because the only people that let's be real, that's gonna actually get the chance to do that would be someone who's close to you and one like knows how you do things and sees that you're prospering in what you're doing. So set better boundaries. All right, and then you got the Ace of Things. Okay, and this says victory. And victory in wherever you apply your energy to. Okay? So, I'm getting meditation. Meditation would be a great tool for you because not only will you be able to develop your psychic gifts, okay, develop your foresight, and you'll be able to learn how to keep a clear mind and tap into your inner wisdom that was also mentioned in this reading. You do have inner wisdom, and the only way to tap into it and get it flowing is through meditation. Okay, in my meditations, I like to talk, I like to ask my higher self questions, and they give me knowledge. So it's very important for your spiritual journey. Okay, and then last but not least, we got the herbs. Got the Eight of Wands, sassafras, sassafras, and it's a stimulant, demucus, demucifying your body, and aromatic. It's for blood purifications, skin eruptions, sores, boils, cancer, or urinary problems. The divinity meaning is struggle, giving one's all, tackling obstacles on several sides simultaneously. Okay, and I think that's why you're getting to take a break or spiritual exhaustion. That was this one. Spiritual exhaustion, right? And what that's very important for you. You need time to replenish your body so that your psychic gifts are working at optimal level, okay? Be in tune with yourself so you can access that inner wisdom. Alright, and then you get the king. You get the king of wands in reverse. And it's cinnamon. It's cinnamon in reverse. And cinnamon can be used for coldness, poor digestion, raising general body metabolism. Good to know. It's helping lose weight. And a wo- a, no no an individual with a hardened exterior but a yielding inner nature, right? So your defenses, boom, being defensive with people. But if you have boundaries set, you won't have to walk around so defensive anymore. People in your circle already know what it is. They know what you will and will not tolerate. And so you won't even have to stress. Okay? Definitely choose your circle wisely too. I'm picking up. Okay. And then got the Knight of Swords. It was in reverse. I'm showing you the artwork. And you got wild cherry bark. And it can be used as like an expirant, like for coughs and for digestion, used for all chronic and acute lung infections or bronchitis. And this one means an ambitious person who is secretly manipulative for personal gains at the expense of others. Mm. And I found it interesting that it's mirroring your Ace of a Dames, which deals with your like having high intellect and things like that, good in the career, business area. And so I'm getting I'm getting that maybe you use your intellect to get your way in business situations, especially since if you got foresight, okay, you could be using it in a way that only you gain, right? So it's only manipulative if you're the only one gaining in the situation and no one else is, okay? That's using people. So, but that kind of stuff can come and bite you back in the butt though. So, if you want to be stress free, reflect the divine, okay? The divine shares with all and doesn't expect anything in return, really. But some gratefulness. So yeah. Well, that's all I have for you, pile number one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. See you tomorrow. Pile number one. Sorry, I did get like another message after I cleaned up, and it was right when I picked up your crystal about the it puts you in more of a in your feminine energy more so, and I think that's what the last card was talking about, being manipulative and the intellect there. Like something tells me that you're operating a lot in your masculine and not balancing your feminine energies in there because you know your intuition is on your feminine side, and they're saying that you need more trust in your intuition more. That was a lot throughout your reading. So the last tool would be looking into how to develop your feminine side too. Okay? And that's it. Thank you. Hey, pile number two. You got the book of knowledge here. Book of knowledge for your or for what is the spiritual tool that'll help you on your journey, your spiritual journey. Okay? Because we got the Lodolite crystal here. It's the Shamanic dream crystal, and it enhances communication with beings on the spiritual plane and in other vibrational realities, used in lucid dreaming to increase ESP and bring knowledge of past lives. Okay, I had like heard a question in my head. What is ESP? And it's your extrasensory perception or sixth sense, which is your basically your psychic gifts. Okay, so it's gonna help you with your psychic gifts. And you got the Book of Knowledge, and you got the Shaman Stone, Shaman Dream Stone. So that is very interesting. Okay, and because for your first card you got Shooting Star. Okay, confirmation. It's beautiful. And then you got thunder and lightning, power. Okay? Tap into that power, 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 power. And affirmation, whispering. Okay? And for your I Ching cards, you got 20. This one just like went flying. I can't wait to see what that one was. And you got 44. I was looking at that because that's a tombstone. It's interesting. And then we got 45, 20, 44, 45. And then you got the 10 of cups. 10 of cups in reverse. The 3 of the things. Should you stay or should you go? Yeah. And then you got the Page of Wands. This is how it looks right now. And it's upside down. Okay, and for your healing cards, you got Eight of Pentacles. For Ginger, you got the High Priestess, okay, in reverse. And you got the Strength card in reverse. Okay, very interesting. So palm number 2. Now, you got the Book of Knowledge first. First thing, you absolutely spot on, okay? Spot on, okay? And even though others claim otherwise, you are not mistaken. And it's important to stand strong in your truth, even if other people have not woken up to it yet. Some may come around, some may not. Either way, it doesn't matter, because you're right, baby. Gaining fresh information will allow you to be more discerning. So make sure you read between the lines in any given situation and trust what you know and follow it to the letter. Follow it to the letter. For all that you have learned serves you well, okay? Your knowledge will take you far. Share your passion for knowledge with others and read more esoteric books, okay? And then you got wishbone affirmation. And this one makes a new life, baby. In the form of a long-awaited baby or a new venture or great change for the better. Keep your thoughts positive and see the best in and for yourself. To ensure the magic of the wishbone blessings, your hopes for a new life, say daily affirmations for all that you wish for and all you desire to be. The time is right and your success is assured. So breathe renewed energy into all that has been waiting to come into fruition. Develop and unleash your creative side and stop procrastinating. Okay, and then you got thunder and lightning. You have so many strengths, yet you allow people to take away your power. When your words are discounted or mocked, your light fades. You may tell yourself it doesn't matter, but if you actually start believing that, there goes your power, girl. or male, or king. King sounds better. Now it's time to stand and assert your authority so you can grow fully in your power and shine your light. Because just remember, always remember, if you're denying yourself, no one's going to be able to benefit all the great things you have to offer the world, okay? Everybody brings value. You just have to believe in yourself. If you're dreaming about lightning, it brings an opportunity to express and cleanse yourself of any deep-seated anger you hold. Lightning is a buildup of energy seeking to be released. Nice. Also, I mean, old mythology was that being struck by lightning is spirit sign that you're a Heyoka, which is one of the strongest empaths. But let's hope that's not the only sign, okay? Legit. But yeah. And then you got shooting star, confirmation. So basically, everything you felt is being confirmed. It's time to trust your feelings and know that all is perfectly fine. You are truly blessed with heightened manifestation abilities right now. So take this opportunity to bring about what you desire. And you do that by with the affirmations, okay? And trusting your power. Trusting your power. Using your spiritual knowledge, okay, to build that confidence. I found that the more you learn about it, the more confident you are in it, in the skill. Okay? Okay. Time for your I change cards. I was channeling a song, but I do not know the name of it. Okay. We got 20 here. My book got opened up to like your last two instead of the first one. But the 20 here, Kuan, contemplation, wind above earth. Contemplation brings perspective. On the ground, the air is still, but at a height The wind blows. Standing upon a tall tower, one feels the purifying force of the wind. From this high place, contemplation brings perspective and clarity, a potential for spiritual power. The potential for spiritual power is fulfilled. Oh. I said oh because I was thinking of pile number one, because they had an air card. So maybe pile number two, you got maybe pile number one was also yours, but but the so far 220 is talking about. I'm getting meditation. I'm getting meditation because in meditation you can consult with your higher self on a situation and gain a better perspective and get clarity, you know. All right, and then you got 44 cow cow coming to meet above heaven, below wind. Inferior elements rise. The restless wind troubles the peaceful relationship between heaven and earth in the same way the inferior person seeks to stir unrest and disturb the peace. Such a person should not be underestimated. It is best to meet them directly and confront the disturbance before it can do much harm. The problem will not go away on its own. It must be met and conquered. Conquered. Okay. So I would say that this is going along with this one, this card, because it mentioned you probably speaking. I'm getting you speaking your truth and and providing wisdom to other people, right? Or people in your circle or your family, and they're like, "Nah, that doesn't sound right," or they doubt you in some way, and it kind of diminishes your self confidence. Because when people don't receive your message, right, and it's just like that that really shouldn't diminish your confidence in your power and your inner wisdom. Because let me tell you that people should be at least a little skeptical about new information, honestly, because nowadays people be so gullible and they just believe anything. Like, oh, this guy sounds cool and he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And it could be complete foolery, okay? So, if people don't receive what you have to say, hopefully, right, they're smart enough to research what you're saying and they see the truth in it. And then they'll come back to you and be like, oh, yeah, you were right. Tell me more, maybe. Or they'll see you as like a credible person. You won't have to keep going through that. So that kind of thing definitely takes time. I had to go through the same thing. Understanding that people come to an understanding of the information on their own time, you know. Not everyone processes information at the same rate anyway. So sometimes you have to just let it breathe and then come back, you know. So we got 45 Tesui gathering together above lake, below earth. The vessel The vessel of the community, okay? The vessel of the community. I think that's very important. Water running freely over the earth does not attain the depth of the lake with its constraints. In the same way, people are stronger when they are gathered together within the vessel of community. A shared history adds depth to the connection, and they are unified through the honoring of ancestors and traditions. Such a spiritual life cannot be easily dissolved, okay? Okay, okay, okay. I mean, I'm getting, I'm getting that, especially with the book of knowledge, right? That you're supposed to be a teacher. I don't know if it's in, I want to say spiritual teacher, but that's what my intuition is saying. But definitely teacher, you have a lot of wisdom and you have spiritual gifts. And you, whatever knowledge you have, is meant to help the community and unify it through those connections of the past. Because I agree, the history has really just like put like everything in like whole view, if that makes sense. Like completely understanding where we're at and like the direction we need to go in, right? Because obviously history tells you just you know being selfish and manipulative and just having slaves and owning people is not, that's not where it's at. We're all supposed to have free will, okay? Be able to pursue your dreams, like, and then work while pursuing your dreams. You're working through all the negative things that hold you back from you reaching your true potential. And I say that because I've been doing tarot readings for like 6 months now, and it comes up a lot with other people and myself. Like I've had to go through my own journey on realizing what I'm supposed to be doing with my life purpose and everything. Okay, let's move on. You got the Ten of Cups. Wait. You got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Family disputes, instability, endangered reputation, loss of friendship, quarrels, fights again, interrupted peace, family instability. So I would say, it's always the people closest to us that hurts us the most. And my intuition is telling me it's probably family. Family, close friends is the ones who probably ain't with the spiritual stuff, right? And so whenever you start sharing your knowledge, they act like they don't want to hear it, or or they argue with you and try to debate with you, try to say you're not right or something. Instead of just looking up the information and just being like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool thing to learn. Some people just don't like learning. Like they're like offended that they learned it from you specifically and not like on the internet. Because I swear with some people it's like it's not like there's no way you could be offended about the information, and it's about spirituality. Okay, it's meant to help you. They offended that you were telling them like they were in their like they were basically in their ego and didn't sorry what I'm saying, but like they're basically in the ego and they just didn't want to hear from you, right? Because like especially family, like if you're a young person trying to tell this stuff to the elders of the family, they definitely be in their ego and they're not trying to hear it. Like, oh, I'm too old to learn now. I hate when people say that they're too old to learn. Like your brain never stops working. So how are you too old? Explain that one. But yeah. And then like that makes me think of like this next card you got here. Cause this is like should um, deciding over a decision on whether to stay and like fix up. You see how this shack is all broken and stuff. You either stay and fix the situation or just move on to a new life, basically. Because that's what you have an option here of a new life or staying and staying and dealing with these conflicts and problems because I'm seeing problems here too. But spirit is like throw away them unnecessary fears of changing it up. Because like honestly you just gotta ask yourself, are you happy in this current situation? If the answer is no, then you need to take a moment, think about what life would make you happy. What do I want to do with my life? What is my life purpose? What would make me feel fulfilled and standing in my power? Okay? And then plan. Take time to plan on on how you're gonna go about it. Do some research. Research, baby. Knowledge is your best friend. And then you got a page of wow. Alright, we got page of wands, but it's in reversed. And it means being impatient, petty rivalries, flattery from a false friend, easily influenced. You got family deceits. Okay. So I'm getting like, right, that your family is just causing you a lot of irritation, right? And so you're like impatient and you ain't got time to fix it with them or move to another place. I tell you, because times is hard right now and inflation right now, okay? And but I'm getting petty rivalries. I'm getting, I'm getting. You just need to set some boundaries, okay? So, mm, mhm, 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 mhm. Okay. That's why I was getting Hiokia, um, which is the strongest empath, and because it keeps focusing on the easily influence, like they taking your kindness for weakness, right? And you sense that. You sense that. But you want to be, but you still want to be nice at the same time. And so, and that's why I'm giving just boundaries. You need boundaries because that when you're like going back and forth trying to be nice and you don't want to be mean to them because you feel like, how can I put this? Like, hopefully this makes sense. Because in my experience, right, like, um, trying to be nice because you understand that not everyone, not everyone's gonna be receptive of what you have to say, right? Like, because they have free will, they can choose to receive what you said or not, and so you tend to just, you try not to let it phase you, but then you get passive aggressive and and they're trying to give you flattery, but it's false. You know what I'm saying? And that could be friend or family. I was getting both. So maybe some of you guys is coming from a friend and some of you guys is coming from family. But basically, because usually especially when people see that you're very knowledgeable, okay, they try to use your knowledge when they need something, right? But then maybe you want to talk about something knowledgeable that you learned, and oh, they ain't got time for that though, because they didn't even like sit and listen to see if it was useful information. They just like, you know, I didn't ask for it, so like I don't want to hear it. Basically, you get those kind of people, and so they be fake. They be fake when they need knowledge from you, but then on the flip side, when they don't need something for you, they're not going to sit and listen to your knowledge. And boundaries is going to help your empathy because I'm getting I'm getting like when you're too empathetic with people and trying to help them with their knowledge, right? They need help. You share your all the knowledge you have and empathizing with them. But as you empathize, you're leaving yourself open, and because everyone's empathic, just so you know. So as you're being empathic with them, it leaves yourself vulnerable, and they can read you, and that's how that's how they be manipulating you low key, being fake. So be careful of your circles. That's gonna, because this is about what tools will help you on your journey. I understand that empathic and that you need boundaries. Boundaries keep you from absorbing other people's problems and trauma and all that stuff. You don't need that in your life, especially with the family. Family disputes, constantly disputing with people. Shoot, if you're anything like me, I get in a lot of disputes with family and friends. And I just be like literally trying to help you, trying to provide some information that could help you. And they started arguing with me. And I just try to do some the worst thing possible to them, okay? So so like if they really don't want to receive your knowledge, it will turn into an argument. And then that's when you set up boundaries. That boundary maybe for you would be I only share my knowledge with people who seek my knowledge. Okay, that's something. That's a boundary I had to learn to not be throwing my knowledge out all willy nilly to just everybody, because everybody doesn't want to hear it. Okay, even if it's like the most useful information that could probably save your life, if that person is not ready to receive it, they will just like tune it out, and it will be a waste of your breath. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. And now we got your healing cards. And I say healing even though they're the herb cards, because they you got a lot of uh, healing herbs here. First one, ginger. Okay, that ginger is the OG. If you ever have like nausea, stomach upset, or gassiness, or motion sickness, didn't know that one. Also, if you have a cold or fever, it will help clear that out. Okay, ginger. And so this is a willingness to start working to achieve one's goals. A craftsman, artist, skilled in business or other endeavors. So you might be an artist, which is why we're getting craftsman. And then like this card upright would be like the student energy preparing to learn the craft, you know? And so but I think it's only in the reverse because you're allowing people in your circle, people in your circle to throw you off your good energy, preventing you from tapping in to your power and really focusing on what you want to do with your life, okay? And then we got a high priestess, lotus. The lotus is also great, great herb. We got the peony. It's a herb of intuition. Well, look at that. It's commonly used in gynecology. Helps improve internal circulation and relieves spasms. Symbolically used for tension, nervousness, and worrying, holding back to the detriment of one's self-expression. Ten, and it's also good for menstrual cramps. Intuition, mystery, inability to express oneself outwardly, inner knowledge, wisdom, the yin or feminine principle, beauty and grace. And reverse is because you're too shy, okay? Too timid. Lack of self-esteem, basically. So I read the first part, even though, it was reversed, but in the positive, this is who you are, okay? Wisdom, boom, hand in hand. High priestess. And the fact that and the fact that you picked the fact that I just dropped it like dead center right back on there, right? And my hand was like, it was like pretty much over here. Like I feel like you got a lot of creativity too. Okay, a lot of creativity, passion, the shaman. It's a shamanic dreamstone. Okay, that means that you can tap into deep knowledge from the past through your dreams. That's why I got meditation too. Meditation is very important for you. Affirmations, very important for you. Boundaries, because you're such a strong empath, okay? And this stone, again, also helps you communicate with your spirit team, spirit guides, and that's going to help improve your intuition too. Give you the downloads on the people in your life, okay, causing disputes and stuff. Just tell them leave me alone, okay? I want my peace. Stay in my peace, peace, peace. Respect. I wonder if you guys can hear my little poodle going nuts in there in my room. Let's see when I play back. But you got the shrimp card, Kanye, hot tamale, hot tamale. And it was in reverse. Shrimp card in reverse. Kanye stimulates the circulation of blood and energy, raising vitality, counteracts putrefaction and gas, and stops bleeding. Symbolically used for coldness, lack of vitality, blockages on all levels. See, see, see. I would say you got blockages definitely in your solar plexus chakra, and definitely in your root chakra, and definitely in your throat chakra, and definitely in your third eye chakra, and some blockages in your crown chakra, and a little bit in your heart chakra. Is that all of them? And and what's that last one? Solar plexus. Man, that's crazy. I'm blacking out on that one. Because there's that one too. Hold up, hold up, hold up. And that was the last card anyway. So, uh, I did get earlier, especially when I read the first card, there was like, to suggest a book to help you guys. Because said to read more esoterically themed books. And I definitely think this will help you. It's Leon's Little Book of Psychic Development by Melanie Barnum. Okay, because it definitely talks about the chakras in here, and it definitely has like this great I had this great meditation that helps realign your chakras, and it really does work, y'all. I use it every day when I wake up. So, I start off balanced, and when I go to bed, yeah. What did I say? At first, I said solar plexus. Oh, so at first I meant sacral when I was talking about that one. Your sacral is for damn. Yeah, there we go. Your sacral is for your ability connecting to self and others. I definitely sense that with your, not tapping into your power. And then your solar plexus, nah, for yellow. Your solar plexus is yellow. And that one is your self confidence. I sense that too. And then your heart chakra, because your family disputes and with your family, hurting confidence, then, because this, you know, high priestess here, all in blue, and her third eye is covered, not tapping into your intuition there. And that's why I suggested this book, because this really does help develop your psychic abilities, and it's really short, y'all. Like, I think it only goes to 181. If you see that, 181, less than 200 pages. Okay, and then also because I got that you're an empath, she has another one. Well, it's not by the same author, but Llewellyn's Little Book of Empathy by Cyndi Dale. This one is going to help you set your boundaries, okay? If you need to work on your boundaries, definitely, definitely get this book, okay? This helped me tremendously understand not only how other people manipulate you, but how people just know things. It explains how people just know things and how we all have this ability. So, and it gives you exercises how to develop it. Okay, and it's also gonna help you trust yourself because they brought me right back to it at the end because I was like, should I re-clarify the tools that'll help you on your journey? And it was like, definitely connect with yourself. Connect with your inner power, your inner wisdom through meditation and affirmation. Build strong boundaries, get your strength up. And the meditation is going to help you connect with your higher self more and be more in tune with yourself. And heal. Heal, baby. Heal, baby. I wonder if that's a real song. I'd just be singing randomly. It was nice talking to you guys. Pod number 2. Great read. Great read. I hope this helped you out a lot. And I will see you in the next video. Okay? Hey. Spirit figures. Hey, pod number 3. um, you chose runes, perception, alright? And you got Angelite, okay? Alright. First set of oracle cards, okay. You got footprints, direction. And then you got dowsing rods, speaker. And you got tarot, okay? Guidance. Guidance. Alright, and now for your I Ching cards. You got number 10. You got 48. Bam. And you got 12. Oh, that's interesting. They all add up to 70. Very spiritual number. You know, zero is amplifying the 7. Oh yeah, and this is the pile that had 4 healing cards, which I found very interesting. And you got 4 wands, 4 wands, Ace of Wands, uh, Ace of Wands, and you got 8 of Wands, a lot of wands, and you got 7 of Cups, Jupiter berries, and push these back. Boom. Boom. Okay. There we go. And we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Interesting. 6 of Pentacles. These are not right. In reverse. Hot. And you got the medicine wheel. Here's it. Right. Medicine wheel. Slippery elm in reverse. Okay. Sorry if you guys heard me on. Alright. Angelite now. It's for communicating with your spirit team. It boosts your mood. Helps improve spiritual awareness. Provides soothing energy. get rid of fear, anxiety. Helps with the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. All right, so the last three. And it helps heal the thyroid glands, gets rid of any infections in the throat, and renews blood vessels and helps the heart. And heals headache and body diseases. What? I need to use this. You know how many times I get headaches getting these downloads, honey? Oh my gosh. And it also clears negative emotions and renews them into positive energies. All right. All right. And then you got the runes. Perspection. Perception. What was I going to say? I was going to say perspection. Perspection. Is that a word? Hmm. Well, it is a word, perspection, and it means contemplation. Okay, so um, it's important to see things a little different right now. Perhaps rather than taking this as a sign of displeasure, dislike of what you're doing, see see words, see the words of the people who are confronting you as an opportunity to improve the situation by being more open-minded. Perhaps their actions are will actually make you stronger. And it's the runes is a reminder that at a single toss, you can choose a different outcome, and that even your enemies can deliver the most useful life lessons. Okay. See, and then the fact that you got runes and tarot here, you know, I'm gonna read it. Just you wait, tarot. Just you wait. Listen to it now, cause, cause, okay, okay. Tarot represents a life quest. Okay, receiving this card lets you know you're being called on your life mission. It's time to leave the comforts of everyday life. Do something spontaneous. Stop playing it safe, okay? Instead, take your sword and move into action and explore every avenue. And don't be fooled by appearances because they can be deceptive, which is why perception. Okay, cohesive. Instead, trust the guidance of tarot, which will map the possible pathways for your personal growth and insight, and will point you towards every your very own holy grail. Once armed with this information, go seek adventure. You will discover a you that you didn't imagine existed. Okay? Alright. So, your first, and mind you, runes, not a lot of people know about runes, but runes is also like, it's like tarot, like where you have to use your intuition to get the messages with the runes letter. There's some people who actually does runes here on YouTube, so you can like look it up and see how they do it. Okay, but you have a choice between using runes or using a tarot deck. I personally love doing tarot. Okay, especially um, when you get multiple decks. Like I have 4 decks right here. Uh, and you start going. It's so fun seeing the different synchronicities when you use different decks. It's really fun, and it's really training your intuition and your psychic gifts because you learn to trust your intuition, right? And And honestly, while doing tarot, you have to communicate with your higher self. So you're building that relationship with yourself. It's a beautiful process with tarot. I love it. So, and like, I was going to say, like a little tip, just starting out, as you learn tarot, still watch your tarot readings, right? But maybe do a reading for yourself before you watch one. And then this way, whatever you hear in like your favorite tarot readers reading, that was also in your reading is your confirmation, and that lets you know that, hey, I need to follow that word of advice. Okay, and that's how you also build your spirit of discernment. Okay, that's how I build mine. I always look for confirmations and synchronicities. They confirm the message so that there is no doubt in yourself, okay? And then you got the Downser Seeker, the Dowsing Rod Seeker, and this one, excuse me, also goes with having a higher perspective. So, so basically, your search is almost over. You've been looking in the wrong places, but now is the moment to sense through your heart and using natural elements as your guide. Doing so will point you in the right direction, which is interesting because you got directions. So, okay. Reverse, do a reverse. Your direction. But yeah, you seek your path and they seek theirs. Don't create any attachments with other people because it can lead you to barren lands. Nature will guide you. Find what you need in their reflections, okay? Because we reflect everything. That's why you got the whole law of attraction. The law of attraction. So let me just tell you about my dream real quick, because They're like, it has something to do with it. Because I was dreaming about, oh, it was like showing me the law of attraction in like real time. Like, so like I was like in this really like lonely place, right? Like, you know, females being, when they get lonely, start fantasizing about a partner that will like love them, kissing and all that, right? And so a guy, he appeared like right after like I was like really wanting that, because I was like somewhere, like I was like off on a trip, right? So I wasn't like in my normal territory, and I was wishing for that. And then this guy, random guy, just showed up, and we had like a very little conversation, like maybe like a sentence or two, and then we were already like making out, and it was like full of lust, right? Like, and all that affectiony stuff. It's like that fake love where, like in the movies, where they only show you like the good and hot, sticky part, but like real life, it's not like that every day, you know? And so that's the type of energy it was like. And then literally, when I realized that it was like not the real love, right? It was just lust. I literally was like, I don't even want this guy anymore because it's not real anyway. And so, right when I thought that, he had texted me, um, I'm not going to come see you anymore. And then I got like a little sad because I was like, damn, was this something I did? Going to doubt. Feel insecure about myself in some way. And and then that's when Spirit was like, no, you didn't want him anymore. And so they're going to mirror you and not want you anymore either. And and then because simultaneously there's this older dude that was he was also lonely, but in in the sense of um wishing he could offer more more to people, because he had lost his wife, and so he didn't have someone to give anymore. He had no family, so he was attracting other people online. He was looking online, and he was attracting other people online who also didn't have any family or anyone to turn to. And And so he was giving a lot. He was giving away money, but these people, uh, they didn't give him anything in return. They were just taking. And so that shows like how you have to be careful about the law of attraction. If you're in this, because they were both energies were low vibrational. So when you're in a low vibrational energy like that, it makes it easier for other people to manipulate you, because they're going to mirror you, right? But they're in there mirroring you. If you're not empathically reading that they're taking advantage of you, it's just gonna seem like, from your view, they also want what I want because of law of attraction. But you have to be wary on intention. All right. And then you got footprints, direction. You've been wondering which way in life should you go, considering family, career, or life purpose. The answer is to go towards what brings you closer to the divine, which which that truly feeds your soul, for this will show you the road to tread. Be careful, however, to understand what this truly means. The ego has a wonderful way of tricking you into dreaming up get rich quick schemes. The truth is always consistent and loving. Consistent and loving. Step into your soul's knowing and focus on your heart's passion, talents, and interests. These clues will point you in the right direction. And you see, it says release the lack mentality and always choose the road of peace and happiness. And like my dream was like showing how you don't get good results when you attract the lack mentality, because both of those was a lack mentality, lacking people, the older person lacking people in his life, family, and me lacking love. And if you ever feel like you're lacking love, you're not giving yourself enough love, right? That's your intuition telling you that you need to give yourself more self love. Okay. Okay. And especially with tarot cards, another reason why I love tarot cards so much, because one, you have so many different kind of decks, and there's some decks that are specifically for life purpose. And so you can get that one. You can get if you ever need a healing, want to know help you with the healing, the crystal card tarot deck. And yeah. All right. And then you got 10, Wu, conduct, heaven over the lake, the weak cannot worry the strong. The lake is deep and contained, its direction downward. Heaven is infinite, its direction upward. The two maintain a natural separation that is neither harmonious or inharmonious. Thus, people who have no need to interact can go about their business by conducting themselves in a neutral fashion. Do not create conflict where none exists. Don't create don't create conflict where none exists. I would say that's probably why you need some perception. There's a situation that you're probably not interpreting properly. Being stuck in your emotions is mm, being stuck in your emotions, doubting yourself. I'm getting that, you probably doubt yourself sometimes. And so this is so tarot, definitely. You definitely need to get into tarot if you doubt yourself, because it'll definitely build up that trust with yourself and your higher self. Okay? And then we got 48. Ching, the well, the word within water, inexhaustible life source. Civilians come and go, but some things remain stable and essential. The well symbolizes the foundation of life that endures as outward social forms change. The wooden bucket is lowered into the water and drawn up generation after generation. So too does the spirit of humanity return again and again to draw from the well of divine wisdom. All right. Well, meditation hasn't came up yet. I'm just getting the tarot. And and then tarot, I mean, not just the trust within yourself, but is also that's how you access some of the knowledge too. Tapping into your inner knowledge with tarot, because it just sparks. I don't know if you ever experienced that, especially with if you can channel information from your spirit team and the divine. A lot of times when you're just in the flow of conversation, you'll get a channel message just like in flow, what you're talking about, right? And same thing as when you're talking, same with tarot and runes. So it'll definitely, I mean, so I'm getting like, right? Because I mean, I just put it together, but the Angelite, right? Because you, I'm getting more so that with the tool that will help. Sorry, I'm not stone ground, but the tools that will help you figure out what your life purpose is connecting with your spirit team more. Okay, because both of these things require tapping into your intuition, spirit team, and the divine to receive the message. Because if you think about it, you're channeling while you're doing tarot and readings. So, and then seeking the truth and going out to nature. You know, if I didn't say nature, besides just reflecting nature and learning from it, it also like the sun provides downloads of information from the divine. And so nature is a win-win on both sides to help you tap into yourself, tap into the knowledge, the inner knowledge you have within yourself. And it's going to help you blossom, baby. Okay? And then you got 12, standstill, which is like what I was totally thinking, like it's time for um, introspection, even though because I basically combined it, introspection and perception, at the beginning of it, because and I'm waiting for meditation to come up because that's what I'm sensing. Like you need to tap into yourself and your inner wisdom to help guide you on what your purpose in life actually is. And by doing so, it's going to help protect you from negativity that will cause stagnation. Because that's what it's talking about. Withdrawing from the social norms to protect yourself, right? And that is protecting yourself. If you take time to connect with your spirit guides and spirit team on what's the best step for me in my next steps in life on my spiritual journey, it will prevent you from making any mistakes. Making mistakes is, it doesn't waste time. But if you can channel the answer to your dilemma before you made that mistake, it does save time. Okay, so definitely save yourself time. Channel. I know. just just to make sure everyone knows, because some people don't. When I speak about channeling and meditation, right, with your spirit team and getting answers, because there is a stigma that meditation meditation you're just supposed to be just quiet and clear your mind, and it's like, no, that's your time to get answers, okay? And so you just sit in a quiet room. They say doing it in darkness works pretty nicely, but then also doing it out in nature also works too, because you're gonna get the downloads from the sun. So I'm sure it just doesn't matter. It's just a quiet place, okay? And ask you just ask yourself. You can do it in your head. And doing it in your head would be more powerful, because angels and the divine communicate telepathically, okay? Which means through your thoughts. It'll feel like just a thought, but that's them replying to your answer. So after you ask a question, you sit there. After you ask the question, that's when you um, just sit in stillness, like how number 12 talks about, just being still and waiting for the answer. And because if you just, I'm trying to say, like, don't get confused. Try not to confuse yourself by thinking of possible answers. Just like it'll be easier. It'll be easier for you to decipher what they're trying to say if you just clear your mind after and just like wait. Like, tell yourself now. If you're a beginner, it'll be easier to just be like, I'm waiting for your answer now, divine, and then sit in silence. Okay. And then you'll either hear the answer or you'll see it play out in your mind's eye as like a scene. It always reminds me of like a daydream. If you daydream a lot, it's gonna look similar to like that. Okay? Alright, and then you got all wands here. All wands. A wand has to do with career, creativity, your energy. Alright, so Eight of Wands, news or communication coming soon from a distance. See, if anything, I would say, like, immediately, first thing that came to my mind, your spirit team is trying to communicate with you. Okay? That's why it's from a distance, all the way up from the spirit realm. But I don't know if you can see that, but there's like, I mean, a normal person, right? A normal person would say that this is snow falling down. But there's no snow on the ground, right? I'm not tripping. There's no snow on the ground. And so I think that's like light, light. And when they say when you're going through the ascension process, it made me think of you'll start seeing like orbs, little orbs, sparkles of light like that, just randomly, and that is so real. Like I started seeing, I'm like, what the, am I tripping? No, you're not tripping. But it's actually pretty harmless. Nothing happens, like a whole spirit don't like come up. But I think that's just because I choose not to see them. Like, I don't want to see no spirits. You can talk to me and or communicate with me through images. Like, I'm okay with that because that's pretty cool to me. but but yeah, no seeing spirits. Let me get back to this. I totally like went off, but I wonder why. But swift action for advancement, sudden progress, events gain speed, tensions resolved, plans allowed to proceed, progress may be quick but not permanent. Okay, so this whole thing was just about caution here in avoiding making hasty decisions that might afford only a temporary solution without laying the foundation for long-term goals. And I feel like that's why I was just talking about that. It's better to take a moment, speak, consult with your spirit team what you're supposed to be doing instead of wasting time. And then, because you waste time and just do what you want to do, you eventually you're gonna come right back to the spot, and they're gonna be like, "You ready now? Okay, you ready now to come talk to us and figure out what you're supposed to be doing?" Because you do realize like we are spiritual beings who live through multiple lives, and you may not know what you're supposed to be doing in this specific lifetime. And the only people who know that is your spirit team, because you told them before you were reincarnated down here. So, so I'm getting into very, very important. You gotta consult with your spirit team, okay? And exactly how I explain it to you is the easiest way, okay? And then you got the Ace of Wands. Powerful energy for a new career and new phase in one life, especially for creativity and success. Okay. Solar energy, get out in that sun, okay? That's gonna help you get them downloads to help you on your journey. You got student, homemaker, employee or employer. Imagination and inspiration are animated in action, allowing one to pursue objectives with bright ideas and new enthusiasm for manifesting these goals. Showing truth and authentic new perspective of self. Birth of a new project. And the timing of this one, I don't know, did you have me read the other timing? But I think timing for this reading is June, July, August, right? And you notice we're in May. So take this month, okay? Figure out where you need to be going in your life. Plan accordingly. Come up with a good, solid plan. And then you'll be able to put it in action by June. That's great. Okay? New career for artistic work. So you may be artistic. That's homemaker and student was like the main ones I was getting besides employer. Like definitely homemaker, student, and using your imagination and inspiration to create it. right? And then you got the Four of Wands, celebration of work completed. So this is gonna be your future now. What is this one talking about? Oh, message coming. This is like a progression of your future, right? Your spirit team gives you a download of what you're supposed to be doing in life. You get started on it. Now that it's completed, efforts rewarded, career success, prosperity, promotion, harmony, okay? Labors end well, okay? Reaping a good harvest, security, job satisfaction. May I go on? Romance. Enjoying one's fruit of one's labor, okay? Ready for marriage and family. Maybe I'll single out here. But by the time you get done, okay, finding out what you're supposed to be doing, honey, blessings. Blessings after that, alright? It'll be worth it. Ah, jeez. Just got a terrible headache, right? That literally only lasted a second. Literally. Literally. Only like 1 second. That was so weird. But then you got the Seven of Cups, Jupiter berries. Look so happy. You know, that's like the other half of the laugh now, cry later. But it's only the laugh now. Uh, so basically, you about to go. You make this decision, this choice of changing to the trajectory of your life, the direction of your life to what your life purpose is supposed to be. Okay, you gonna look at that. That's jewels. That's a castle. That's a heart. That's love. Okay, a wreath, gifts. Okay, you gonna be prosperous. Okay, if you take the time to do what they're asking you to do, because they even got the dragon. That's like, because it looks like it's about to eat that thing, right? So your dragon is like, I said, they said spirit guide, feeding your willpower, basically. Some water. All right, Seven Cups. My bad. The most can be used for the most non-inflammatory urinary disorders, fluid retention, diabetes, and aids in digestion. Okay. And so this means all things are possible. The realization of the impact of thoughts in creating daily reality. Okay. Yeah. Your main energy was about perception. You focus on negativity, your life is going to be negative. Okay. You focus on the positivity. You will manifest a positive life. And you're going to feel great while doing it. It's just like positive all the time. Okay. Always try to stay in that positive energy. And then you got the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the herb is chamomile. That helps you go to sleep, right? Relax. Helps with stress, nervous, tension, indigestion, colic, irregular bowel movements. cramps, high and easily assume high in calcium basically. Gets rid of high calcium buildup. And this means I was in reverse, right? So tyranny, disaster, violent temper, self-destruction. I mean, I was so close. But oh yeah. Mm, yeah. So by not replenishing your life source, by going inward and drawing from the well of divine wisdom, okay? Where we talked about in 48, is causing self-destructive behavior. It seems like you're just avoiding going inward of yourself to figure out what's your next move, what you need to do, and it's just causing self-destruction. Okay, don't be your worst enemy. Okay, love yourself. Go within yourself. It's nice in there, you know. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's actually pretty cool, unless you got all that trauma you haven't worked on. Okay, then I understand it's scary. Cause you gotta shift through all of them traumatic memories just to get to your spirit guides. If that's the case for you, it's time to heal, baby. Time to heal. Let me see. Let me see what your next card is. Six of Pentacles. Hops. In reverse. And hops can be used as a relaxant. Relieve nervousness, aid in digestion, promotes urination and relieving fever. So a big reliever. And in reverse, holding back, not giving of oneself to others. Again, self-destructive behavior. Denying the wisdom you hold and that you can help others. Something done in your life path purpose is helping others, okay? And using your gifts. Did I even say that? Hold up, reverse, rewind. Did I? I don't think I said that, but because I was just saying, I gave you the helpful tip of doing tarot while watching other tarot readers, but I did not say that, honey, your life purpose may be a tarot reader. You might need to be a tarot reader, help guide others on their direction in life. Can you see it? Yeah! Time to leave your comfort zone. Your life mission awaits you. Learn the ancient art of reading tarot cards. Okay? And an unexpected offer will be made. Another offer. This also offer was gonna be made. And they're just waiting on you to go up to your spirit guides and be like, hey team, what's going on? Like, long time no hear from. Like, what's going on? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, that's what you gotta go up there. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, the fact that you had it twice, that you need to relax. You need to relax. It's basically like wearing, you've been wearing yourself. I'm like, how am I gonna figure this out, right? Like, maybe your life isn't not going that well right now, and you just trying to figure out, you just trying to figure out, how do I get myself out of this situation, right? And you're asking yourself, but are you waiting to listen for, like, are you waiting to hear the answer? Because part of speaking to your spirit guides, damn, as I was just saying, requires you asking yourself the question, and then waiting to hear the response. And then not just that too. I mean, uh, numerology. Numerology has a lot of messages in it. I'm a, for you specifically, I'm gonna get your angel number. Okay? First, you said you got the Angelite crystal there. Excuse me. It's only fair. All right. All right. And then you got the medicine wheel. Okay. I ain't never seen this card yet. The medicine wheel. Cause you need to heal. Because it's for healing wounds and treating irritated throat. Okay, your throat. Sorry, y'all. If anything, being distracted, like, especially, um, yeah, it was part number 4 while I was doing the shuffle. Uh, I kept getting distracted, especially with the last one. I was getting distracted heavy. Uh, yeah. Comment below if you guys want me to record the shuffling. That makes me feel better. But I'm trying to keep the video not so long because it's already still long, and I didn't even put that in there like crazy. But the slippery, it's for healing, and it was saying healing past traumas, right? And I did start talking about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like that's the reason why, yeah, when I was saying that's the reason why you didn't want to, maybe why you're avoiding doing meditation and speaking to your spirit team. Because if you got to shift through all that trauma to get up to them and talk to them, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either, okay? That's crazy. Okay, but your traumas, they they act as a distraction. I mean, is it not distracting you right now? You need to receive a message from your spirit team, but you busy thinking about these traumas and not even want to, like, just avoiding it and shit. But yeah, It's time to heal, baby. It's used for healing, uniting you and your higher self, okay? Comfort and soothe that nervousness, okay? Difficulty accepting food or any other outer experiences. And the divinity meaning. Well, I was going to divinity readings, but uh, because I was. So, like, this is basically equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune, right? And about going through life cycles. And when you go through life cycles, you learn from the lessons, okay? And you gotta reverse because you're going in circles aimlessly. Lack of focus. And I felt that because I had not a hard time focusing, but there was a lot of distractions, like getting a lot of calls and messages for my phone while um, shuffling and like picking your cards and during the actual like reading here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like for real, y'all. Like I'm a big like preacher, I guess you would say, about healing because it really be a distraction. Like the whole time I was like working on myself. Actually, no, before I started working on myself, right? The whole time I was just going through life, aware of all the issues I had. I would just focus on them, meeting new people, thinking of my where I lacked that, and it would pop up in like almost every situation. And I didn't change until I got tired of freaking having it keep popping up. Now that I finally healed it and it doesn't pop up anywhere, oh my gosh, so much peace now. So much peace. Like I'm actually just happy, like for no reason. Like it's great, like for like no reason. But it's very important to heal. And you know how you heal is by looking back, right? You look back on the situations objectively, your perception. Look objectively. And if it makes you feel even better, you can do it with your spirit guides. Like look at ask your spirit guides to be present when you're looking back at these past traumas. Ask them, what did I miss in the situation? What was I supposed to learn in this situation? And they will show you. They will either show you in your mind's eye, like I said, or you will hear it in your inner ear, okay, as your thoughts, okay. So it's very important so you can get a better perspective on your past, and even when because my trauma objectively, it wasn't really that bad, but it seemed like the worst just because all those hurt emotions were still there, obviously, and so it made it seem more scarier than it actually was. And it's really just accepting what happened, right? Understand what you're supposed to learn from it, and use that information in the future so you don't keep making that same mistake, and then forgiving yourself for making that mistake. And once you forgive yourself, you're healed, okay? And then you can finally move and flow of life cycles. Because the wheel of fortune specifically talks about the ups. The ups are great until you go down. But why do you go down? You usually go down because you needed to learn a lesson so you can get back up. Okay? And oh yeah, I said I was gonna do angel number for you. At the end of your reading, 822. It is in there. If you like look at it, 8, then 2, and then you got the 1, 1, 2. All right, yeah, this is what I was feeling, when I said you're doubting yourself. First thing, recognizing your own inner and spiritual powers and utilizing them to realize your higher purpose, okay? This number is meant to spark divinity within you. Nature has a direct bearing on our higher soul purpose. That's also why you got the dowsing rods, okay? Being in nature is very important for you. And, um, me personally, feeling the sun's warmth while meditating is actually very comforting. So, and then again, like I said, I didn't say it in this one. Uh, quick side note. Uh, there's a prayer to say when doing things like that, meditating in public, to protect yourself. You just ask your spirit team, invoke like a bubble of light. I say pink light because pink is very healing and protective. A pink light around me to protect me from any negativity. Is a great prayer to say before you start meditating. An urgency when it comes to communication with your angels and spirit team. Okay, stressing the importance of trusting and cooperating with the higher spiritual forces at work in your life right now. Like, wasn't I saying that? Okay, how number 4, like your spirit team is like, we need to talk to you. That's what I'm feeling like. They're like, we've been trying to get your freaking attention. Oh yeah, oh yeah, okay. But because they trying to get your attention by your creativity. I got homemaker homemaker student and creative. Yeah, that you like making stuff. So, and there's a spiritual solution to every problem. Listening to your inner wisdom and connecting with your spirit team, you will learn how to put spiritual solutions into work in your life. It's like what your whole reading was about. Wow. Messages messages from your guardian angels don't always come in ways you expect. They also communicate through numbers. Believe in yourself. Your lack of confidence Your lack of confidence is creating the life you don't want, okay? Let go of the disappointments. Let go of the discouragements and rejections. Your spirit team is feeling all the doubt and insecurity. And they don't want you feeling like that, boo. They're like, enough. Enough. You're spiritually gifted. Okay? And you're a true seeker, okay? You need to trust your intuition more and link with your spirit team, you know. And then you got 48. 48 was talking about community, okay? Unity. This was also talking about unity. You are stronger working with your spirit team than just by yourself, okay? That is for a fact. You are such a wise, intelligent, and brave spirit, okay? Don't let your self defeating thoughts prevent all the great things you can put out in the world. You are blessed and a unique soul, okay? So you have great things surrounding you and loving people who believe in you. Change your focus on the positivity and you will manifest the life you want, baby. The life you want. The life you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucks when it's harder when us with channeling songs with us young people. Well, for me, I just don't speak for myself because I don't know. Like that was an older song I was channeling, and I can tell you off the bat I don't know the name of it. But basically, again, your spirit team is there to help you make decisions. All right, and so there you have it. Pile number 4. I I hope this helped you. I hope you talk to your spirit guides after this, okay? Just be like, hey, what's up? That's what you gotta say. Hey, what's up, spirit team? How's it going? They'll talk to you. They'll talk to you. I'll see you in the next video, you guys. See you later.